Hello, Adam here. In this video, I'm going to take a moment and just show you how I prep my canvases for painting. I've had several questions lately about this, so I'm just going to show you how I do it because in my videos, I typically don't do that. All right, so you can always refer to this video. So I'll just get started. This is a 16 by 20 white canvas. All right, I go through so many canvases that I just buy the value packs. All right, here's an example right here. Okay. That's what I get from Hobby Lobby. Michaels also has a very similar pack of canvases that I use quite a bit. But in my personal opinion, I don't feel like the canvas really makes that big a difference. All right, you can always adapt this technique to the canvas. All right, if you've got a super absorbent canvas, you could, put on a little more base coat, or just the opposite if your canvas is a lot less absorbent. Okay, but I really think if you kind of stick to a canvas, you'll learn to apply this technique and it'll work for you. Okay, so that's the canvas I use. And then I use a liquid first coat made by Grumbacher. I buy that in a can. I get that from Hobby Lobby. You can get that at different art stores too. And I just dump it into a container like this. It's got a plastic lid on it and use it till I need more. Okay, but it's called Liquid First Coat by Grumbacher. And all I do is I take my brush and I normally just dip in about that amount right there. Okay, I start something like that, get a good amount. I come up here and just kind of put it in several spots on the canvas. Make sure I don't drip it anywhere. Just kind of pull that down. And I know that we always say that you want a super thin coat of liquid white, and that's true. It does need to end up being thin, but I get a pretty good amount on there initially. Okay, I normally focus on the edges. It seems like I've had problems in the past, pulling over water or something like that, not being real great over on the edges. So I typically focus on the edge, make sure I got a good amount there. Same thing at top. And I might grab just a little more, just for the bottom. There we go. Okay. Once I've done my edges and I feel like I've got enough all over the canvas, I like to take my brush and turn it like this. I feel like this really works it in and distributes the paint evenly across the canvas. There we go. And then I'll just go across several times. Go up and down as well. And really I'm feeling when I do this. You can almost feel it, okay? And I know there's lots of different tests you can do. You can take your finger and you want it to look like that where you can still see the ridges of your fingerprint, and that's a pretty good measure. But personally, when you do this long enough, you get to where you feel it. And for me, I'm looking for the paint to still be able to kind of grab my brush a little bit as I bring it across. Okay, if it was really, really slick, I'd know that I have too much paint on there, and I would take a paper towel and I would wipe some off. Okay, but I can tell, right now that this has got about the right amount of paint on it. It's gonna work. When I bring my brush up, it's gripping my bristles a little bit, but it still slides across. It still slides with ease. And that's what I'm looking for. Okay? And that's how I prep my canvas for a painting. I hope you enjoyed this, and I plan to make a few more paintings like this in the future, so stay tuned for that. Enjoy.